Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Mr. Show. I'm Quentin. Let's get into it. So, I know it's been a while since I made my last episode. I've been a little busy with things. So, I'm going to start off with some NBA news real quick. So, the season is over. The draft has happened. The Boston Celtics are crowned the champions. They won 4-1 over the Dallas Mavericks. I think a lot of people saw that coming. I think a lot of people saw a sweep with how it was looking. Um, I don't know what else to say about it. Boston wins. I know Jaylen Brown got Finals MVP, much deserved. He deserved it. He was the best player on that team in the playoffs, without a doubt. So, see what goes on there. I did see for the NBA, since it's off season now, Chris Paul got waived by the Warriors, signed a 1-year deal with the Spurs. Then I saw with Paul George, looks like he got a 4-year, $212 million max deal to sign with the Philadelphia 76ers. See how that turns out. Then I saw DeJounte Murray got sent to the New Orleans Pelicans. So I think that's a really good move for the Pelicans. You get a really good point guard who can score, who can play defense, and you pair him with a superstar such as Zion Williamson. And we'll see what goes on with Brandon Ingram. I haven't seen much news. And I saw Kevin Porter Jr. He signed somewhere. I can't remember where. But I know just a bunch of stuff has been going on right now. A bunch of trades, a bunch of free agent signings. It's crazy. I'm trying to see what we got here. Free agency. So that happened. Then I believe McCall Bridges, he got traded to the New York Knicks, which seem to be coming Villanova. Here's why I say that. Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Dante DiVincenzo, and now McCall Bridges were all at Villanova and on the Villanova team back in 2016 that I believe hit that buzzer beater to beat North Carolina in the championship game. So a lot of that has happened. Trying to see if anything else. Oh yeah, the Kings get Jalen McDaniels. The Raptors get Davion Mitchell, Sasha Vezenkov, and then Jamal Shed, 45th pick. I'm trying to think anything else really. Oh, one thing that really got me was the Bulls sending Alex Caruso to the Oklahoma City Thunder for Josh Giddey. I'm going to be honest, I'm not a fan of it. It is what it is. So, I'm trying to think anything else. Not much. So that's all I really see for now. If anything else happens, I can actually. I could probably check right now. Maybe not. Anyways, it looks like that's all that I know for now. If anything else happens, definitely see it next episode. Excuse me. Now, what I really want to get into. I don't know how long this episode's going to be, but this is what I want to get into. College football 25. We have about maybe just under 3 weeks. We have 18 days until the game comes out. If you did not pre-order, I believe, the MVP or deluxe edition, if you got one of those two, you get it 3 days early. So in the 16th, so for those, you get 15 days, 15-day wait. If you got it the regular version, you get it the 19th, so 18 days. I know a deep dive came out. I liked it. Made me feel a lot better about the game. I know today, I believe the Dynasty mode deep dive comes out. So I'm excited for that as well. But what's been concerning me about CFB25 is the rankings. The rankings are the most concerning to me. Because in some of these categories, such as whether it's top 10 offenses, top 10 defenses, or top 10 stadiums where it's most difficult to play because of the atmosphere, the crowd, you name it, there are teams that should not be on either of those lists. So I'm going to start with this one. Top 10 team power rankings. And this is just off the EA Sports College Football Instagram. Right. So top 10 team power rankings. So I'm going to start from 1 to 10. And then I'm going to go back from 1 to 10, going with the overall. Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, Alabama, Texas, Clemson, Notre Dame, LSU, Penn State, and Utah. Those are from 1 to 10. Now I'm going to go from overall, from best to worst. Oh, I don't say best to worst, but top to bottom. So 95 with Georgia, 93 with Ohio State, 93 with Oregon, 92 with Alabama, 92 with Texas, 90 with Clemson, 90 with Notre Dame, 90 with LSU, 88 with Penn State, and an 88 with Utah. Yeah. Georgia, I can understand. Georgia's Georgia. Ohio State, with what they've done in the transfer portal, returning players, understandable. Oregon, nothing to say there. Alabama, Alabama lost a lot of players on both sides of the ball once Nick Saban retired. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they're just glazing Bama from all the glory days with Nick Saban. Who knows? I don't know. Texas, I think Texas is perfect where it's at. The one that really concerns me the most is Clemson. Clemson sits at 6 overall with a 90 overall. How is Clemson a 90 overall when they went 8-4 this past season? Winning record is a winning record. But you went 8-4. I believe last year I think you played Kentucky in a bowl game. You barely beat Kentucky. The previous year, so 2 years ago, you didn't finish so hot. Then in a bowl game, you played Tennessee. You got absolutely smacked by Tennessee. And then this year, you get 0 players from the transfer portal. You're barely getting anybody from high school. You basically lose one or two or three good players in the draft, which the best one was Nate Wiggins, who got drafted by the Ravens. Then the running back, Will Shipley. I don't know who he got drafted by. I do know he did, but he got drafted. And then there's some defensive tackle, I believe, from Clemson. Really good. He got drafted. Other than that, who is at Clemson? I can't name one person, actually two, outside of Kate Klubnik, who's, to be honest, not that good, and then the running back, Phil Maffa. How in the hell is Clemson over teams of Oklahoma State, Ole Miss, Mizzou? Like, what? That's my biggest issue with this list. It's Clemson at 6. It's absurd. Notre Dame, I don't know who's really there, but Notre Dame is a good program. They develop very good players. I don't know about a 90, but like I said, I don't know too much. But Notre Dame's good. LSU, a lot of players returning. They're getting a ton of players in the portal out of high school. Look for LSU to be good. Penn State, I can see Penn State. Utah, I like Utah being on the top 10 list, and I think at 10 it suits them. But to have some of those teams above Utah is a question. But that's that. Top 10 defenses. A lot of same teams from the previous list. We got Ohio State at 1, Georgia at 2, Oregon at 3, Bama at 4, Clemson at 5, Notre Dame at 6. Excuse me, I got an itch on my back. Michigan at 7, Texas at 8, Penn State 9, Utah 10. I don't really have a problem with this list. I don't know if I'm really going to have Alabama, Clemson, and Notre Dame over Michigan. Over Michigan. Ooh, excuse me, I can't stop yawning. But that's defense. Offense. This one's an absolute joke. So from 1 to 10, Georgia, Oregon. Excuse me, I got this itch on my back. Oh, man. Georgia, Oregon, Alabama, and Texas at 3 and 4 over Ohio State, who sits at 5 at 5th. LSU 6th. How the heck is Miami at 7? Miami over, once again, Oklahoma State. Ole Miss, Tennessee. Like, what? Colorado? Mizzou. Mizzou's a good program. I like Mizzou in the top 10. Then Clemson at 10, which sits at 87 overall. So you're telling me, especially out of Tennessee and Ole Miss, you don't even have those two teams in the top 10 for top 10 offenses? Are you joking? Joking. I hope these change. By the time the game comes out, probably not, because it's here we are. But what the heck? Oh, this game. Then lastly, we have top 10 tough places to play. Now, I think where two teams are right now, not being at 1 and 2, I think really raised a lot of questions. A lot. So for top 10 tough places to play, number 1, Kyle Field, Texas A&M. 2, Bryant-Denny Stadium, Alabama. 3, Tiger Stadium. 4, the Shoe, Ohio State. 5, Sanford Stadium, Georgia. 6, Beaver Stadium, Penn State. 7, Camp Randall Stadium, Wisconsin. 8, Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. The name kind of gave it away. Oklahoma. 9, Doak S. Campbell Stadium. Now, I don't know if I said that right. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Florida State. And then Ben Hill Griffith Stadium, Florida. Oh, Lord, excuse me. How is Tiger Stadium, LSU, and Beaver Stadium, Penn State, not 1 and 2? How is that possible for the two most electrifying stadiums in all of football not sit at 1 and 2? We're talking Death Valley, LSU, and Penn State. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I think another one that's not even on the list is the Big House, Michigan. How's that not in the top 10? I mean, in my opinion, this might be a little biased because I know a little bit more about it, is I believe Penn State should be number 1. And that's because of the whiteout. Now, if you follow Penn State, their biggest tradition is the whiteout game. So that's why I put Penn State at 1. Tiger Stadium, then 2. I would probably put Michigan at 3. At 4, I'm going to put Ohio State. And at 5, I'm probably going to put Alabama. Right. But that's what we have there. It's ridiculous, but it is what it is. I know a deep dive comes out today for Dynasty Mode. I'm actually going to go see when. On. Oh, comes out tomorrow. I thought it was today. So it comes out tomorrow at 9:55 a.m. I believe that's Central Time. So 10 o'clock Eastern, or 10:55 Eastern, I should say, and then 7:55 West Coast. So I'm excited to see how that looks. The Sights and Sound deep dive was good. Then I know the gameplay, which came out last month, looked really good. So I'm excited. I'm hyped. But the rankings are so bad. So bad. I don't know how you screw that up. But tomorrow I might not be recording because I am getting today some wisdom teeth out. We'll see how that goes. But once I'm healed, I will talk about the deep dive that's coming out tomorrow, probably on Wednesday. Then follow up with more NBA news, with trades, free agency, the draft, things like that. And then start focusing towards more of college football itself, not the game, real college football. NFL season will be coming up soon. So that's what's going to be coming up. Oh, last thing. I know the NHL, I believe the Stanley Cup happened already. Before I wrap this up, I want to say congratulations to the Florida Panthers. I believe they won in 7 games over the Edmonton Oilers. And then I don't know how this is possible, but Connor McDavid won MVP or something like that. I don't know how you win MVP and your team didn't even win. I don't get it. But that's that. Congratulations to them. I just want to wrap that up. Once again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, for listening. Make sure you hit the like, share, comment, subscribe button, and the notification bell so you don't miss an episode, next episode. And stay tuned till the next episode.